So, Ross and Rachel are at it again, and this time it looks like it's for real. So no one told you life was gonna be this way, huh? One day you love him, the next you hate him. But I think it's fair to say that the last year or so of Paige and Alberto Del Rio's lives has resembled more of something akin to Coronation Street, except you probably couldn't script all the drama. They've had more ups and downs than Birmingham have had promotions and relegations. So since this is a complete shit show, a clusterfuck, I've decided to try put something together, a little visual guide to help better understand all these courses of events. So here's our lovely little timeline, and we'll be filling it in as we go, starting at the top left, all the way back in March 2016, when, if you were Paige, everything looked exciting and porn was probably just something you watched casually on the internet. Now, the initial relationship was rumoured but not reported back in March 2016, so that's where we're going to start. Other than the initial shock amongst our colleagues, nothing much of note happened then. And fans alike were all gearing up for WrestleMania season anyway, where they both performed, Paige in the pre-show, Del Rio of course involved in the now infamous angle with HBK, Austin and Mick Foley. Reports started coming in May that there was a backstage heat on Del Rio, mainly from Triple H, who didn't believe that Del Rio should get any special treatment and that he didn't deserve his potential repackage and push. Whatever he done, Del Rio certainly rubbed Trips the wrong way, and you know that H doesn't need much of an excuse to get his shovel out. May was also the month when they decided to go public with the photos of them spending the day in Disneyland. Apparently Paige wanted to go on Space Mountain. Unfortunately Ric Flair was inebriated somewhere at a hotel bar, couldn't be found for the occasion. Okay, June is significant, the 27th of June to be more specific, as it's the last day that Paige wrestled on WWE TV. Over a year now, what with suspensions, we'll get to that, and surgery, we'll get to that. Either way, it's a shit sandwich. She's a good wrestler, and let's be honest, we missed the lesbionics, don't we? That was good stuff. Although Natalia didn't like it that much, but we fucking loved it. Go on to Paige. Here is where, as JR would say, things are about to pick up, as July brought with it the first draft in WWE in years, and the usual rumours of split-ups started rearing their head. As seen on the totally unscripted and completely legit TV show Total Divas, there was a definite level of unknown that the talent were facing, but Paige was probably the most worried of them all. Why? She must have known in her gut that they wouldn't keep her and Del Rio together, and sure enough, as all the couples came out on the same show, Paige and Del Rio were kept apart, in a move that Paige would describe as the Office tried to meddle in their relationship. And it was in August when it was revealed that it was most likely Triple H who made the call to keep the two apart in the draft. According to reports, to show Del Rio who's boss. Trips thinks Del Rio is a bad influence on Paige as he parties way too much, has an attitude which makes him a bit of a liability. And as if that wasn't bad enough, August also saw the pair suspended for 30 days for violations of the wellness policy. It was Paige's 24th birthday. She claims it's prescription medicine, that there was nothing illegal, but by this stage Del Rio gave no more fucks and was basically done with the company. Rolling into September, Paige gets another tattoo dedicated to her boyfriend, this time his name right beneath one of her lady balls, to go with her other one which has Poppy on her finger. More importantly though, Del Rio and Trips finally get their wish to see the back of each other forever. Del Rio gets his release and everybody moves on and lives happily ever after. Just kidding. September is also the month that Paige tried to get out of her WWE contract, with reports coming out that she was actually trying to get the lawyers involved, and as I'm sure you're aware, that worked out really well for her. October, and Del Rio, being the noble Chico that he is, was stabbed several times in Mexico. Apparently an argument over a car collision got a bit heated and the crazy SA tried to knife him, man. But Del Rio was able to move and avoid serious injuries. Whatever way you slice it, bad times for Bertie there. But better times for Del Rio are on the way, as Paige publicly proposed, try saying that 10 times fast, while Del Rio was working on an event in Puerto Rico. Guys everywhere flipped their shit, not really but still. Anyway, this was cute, if not reeking of desperation for woman. By Chanel Paris. And as the happy couple were enjoying their time together, Paige was suspended again, this time for 60 days for another violation of the wellness policy. This was right before she was training for a comeback from the original suspension. So once that dust settles, it goes kind of quiet for a few weeks. Paige is suspended, out injured, while Del Rio was working events. Think of it as like the calm before the storm. But Del Rio hasn't really forgotten and is still bitter about his time in WWE. Coming into Christmas time, and love and happiness are in the air as Paige posts an open love letter like a giddy teenager who thinks about her crush too much. Keep it to yourselves, loves, yeah? But apart from the lovey-dovey shite, Del Rio got himself involved in a backstage altercation with, of all things, a Ninja Turtle who allegedly touched Paige inappropriately. And just for good measure, Del Rio decided to end the year getting arrested in Austria while over there for an indie show. Classy stuff, Bertie. Classy. And the Paige and Del Rio circus rolls on into 2017. Thankfully, the year started on a happier note for the two as Del Rio finally made it official and put a ring on it, even though he was still going through a divorce and everything else. But hey, you don't leave one job without getting another one, do you? And just look at that ring. It looks like you'd need a special pair of glasses to look at it, lest it bloody blinds you. The good luck and happiness rolls on into February, Valentine's Day and all that bollocks. The two are planning their wedding, tentatively scheduled for May 17. There's also a small matter of a movie about Paige's family and life being announced by WWE, and none other than Dwayne, my smile is so bright it could be used as a torch to Rock Johnson. At least they chose a stable, evergreen performer who wouldn't act out in any way, right? For the most part though, it's another quiet month for the two, but little would they know of the absolute shitstorm that was about to slam its full force into their lives, because coming right for them was March. Okay, look, we all know what happened. It's been well documented, literally. Nothing really needs to be said here. Paige was the victim of a hack on her phone. Videos, photos aplenty were leaked. Balls started exploding everywhere and one person's life was irreparably damaged. There was concern for Paige's mental well-being, and family members alluded to serious bouts of depression and breakdowns. Bad times for Paige. Del Rio tried to pin the blame for the leak on WWE, which was ridiculous, while Paige herself issued an apology for everything, even though she didn't do sweet fuck all. And if you thought that they'd keep a low profile after all of that, let everything blow over, you couldn't be further from the truth, because April was the month where Del Rio found Periscope. No point in telling you, I'll just let you see it for yourselves.
For all the dummies out there, everybody knows the way I feel about those pussies from WWE, and I'm gonna say it again. Those pussies from WWE, especially the one with the big nose. For all of you out there trying to make us, go fuck yourself. Triple H, you're a fucking pussy. And I don't have to be drunk to say this. You're a pussy. You just married well. That's all you did. You married well and you're a pussy. I don't have to be drunk or sober. The big nose, no balls.
From Periscope attacks to interviews to Twitter, Instagram, etc., Del Rio went on the warpath. And if it weren't for WWE deciding to go all in on the Paige film, it's very likely that she'd be out the door with him too. Leaving April behind, we travel into May 2017 and another argument between the pair as Ross and Rachel continue their Coronation Street style lives, and in typical soap opera drama fashion, they found themselves in another debacle. This time Paige alleges that her engagement ring was stolen and Del Rio was such a great fiancé that he went and replaced it. It's okay Paige, look, you lost it, no biggity. They also announced a third date for their wedding after March and June didn't work out. It's supposed to be at the end of this month, July, but who knows at this poxy stage. And in the middle of all that, Del Rio only went and saved some kid's life, apparently. Paige posting up a claim without any evidence, but hey, who am I to say you're a liar? We're getting there folks, we're getting there, now into June, and this time it's a quite enough month after the roller coaster last couple that they had. Holidays and training for comebacks, Del Rio doing his thing on Impact. Oh look, they've broken up. Whoever would have thought that? But wait, no, they actually haven't broken up. Ross and Rachel are not on a break, relax people. Even the couple's own friends expect these things now. They are basically that couple that always fight when they're drunk but end up leaving with each other at the end of the night anyway. Annoying as fuck. But hey, it still didn't stop the dirt sheets from going absolutely apoplectic with stories and rumours though. And finally, we get to July and the shenanigans of the last few days. The tapes, the reports, the eyewitness, the drink, the argument, the police. And then it was all a big misunderstanding according to Paige, who didn't sound at all worried in the audio. So much of this one particular story has changed over the last few days. I've had to keep pushing this video back. So many conflicting reports coming out. He's arrested, she's arrested, eyewitness arrested. He said something vile, brothers get involved, domestic abuse, eyewitnesses a lowlife, drinks being poured over people, she hates him, ruined her career, she loves him, let's get married. Then Paige comes out defending Del Rio, saying she lost her cool after he clearly said a nasty thing about her family and her dying uncle. And that's where we stand right now. Who knows what August and beyond will bring. For now though, just looking back, it's been an absolutely mental 18 months or so for the two of them. If it's any indication, it'll be another crazy 18 months to come. But once Paige can come back, keep her head on her shoulders and start to focus on her career again, then she can truly start to put all of this behind her. Del Rio is out on his own work-wise, and it's highly likely that we will never see him again in WWE. And that's fine by me. Just don't go trying to tempt Paige away. Not that you could. She's locked into a long-term, lucrative contract. Del Rio would be foolish to try and talk her out of it, and Paige would be foolish to leave if she's good to wrestle. What a shit show of a timeline. What a crazy amount of stories and developments. And that's all after I've left out a load of tweets, Instagrams and all that, because goddammit there's just so much of it. Why? Well, it's really easy. Because Alberto Del Rio doesn't know when to shut the fuck up. I'm telling you. Anyway guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this crazy little run through the lives of Paige and Del Rio up until this point. It is anyone's guess where this goes from here. Probably into the shitter and flush down the toilet forever. That's where it belongs. Hopefully Paige can come back, get healthy, get her head back on her shoulders. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed. Loads more coming up in the future. Talk to you later.